Oh man, look at these coreopsis in all their glory. Stunning, just stunning. Good afternoon, hope you guys are having a great Sunday. It is a beautiful Sunday. Went to church and then relaxed a little bit this afternoon. Oh, y'all, my sourdough bread did not go well. Oh my. It was what I always say is a hot mess. I don't know what I did wrong. I think obviously the proofing process went south, and I put my sourdough bread in the oven to bake and it was like sourdough bricks. So luckily I had time that day. It was on Saturday when I did it too, and I took it out of the oven. I was so disappointed. I really was. I was like even so disappointed I didn't even want to film it. I was just like aggravated at myself. But I mean, it's an art, I guess, and it's something I totally was going to give up yesterday. Like, I was like, I'm never doing sour bread ever again in my entire life. That's it. I'm done. I made another just regular loaf of bread, and we took it to church. It was good. It was great. It was easy to do. I've done it before. So I got up this morning, and I had a different attitude. I said, okay, I'm going to feed this starter that I had left over in the fridge, and we're going to try this again this week. If I have to make it 5 times this week, I'm going to. So I'm tempted to figure it out. I'm going to watch a few more videos tonight and try to learn the process and get it right. I know I just got to keep trying. Anyways, okay, that's my story. All right, I'm going to take you guys in the greenhouse, and I got a few new plants yesterday. I helped my neighbor move some plants out of his greenhouse, me and Seth did, and in turn he gave me a few little starts of stuff. So I'll show you guys what I got. Now, some of them I don't know the names because I gotta look them up. And he told me, but I forgot on some stuff. But look at that. Is that not pretty? I think this is croton. But the leaf is just gorgeous. Now, he told me this was a mango, so it's obviously tropical. It could stay outside right now, but definitely in the winter it stays in here. So, yeah, cool. Now, y'all, I've had my orchid back here because I was moving stuff, and it's got this funky looking leaf on it. I don't know if I've given it too much water or not enough, or it didn't have enough light. I'm gonna have to look that up, but it's pretty weird. But the rest of it looks okay, so I don't know. Looks like a heart. Look at that. I'll show you guys these. They're still blooming. Look at that. That one. All right. Oh, yeah, he gave me this one. Now, I think that's called Crown of Thorns. And he said whatever you do when you cut it, don't touch it and get in your eyes, because he said it'll be the worst pain of your life. So, ew. I don't know, it was a little creepy. But this is a Christmas cactus, and I can't remember what that is. Maybe that's the mango. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up. You guys, I don't know everything. All right, I'm gonna show you my Lifesaver plant. Now this is mine. Y'all know that. So this thing blooms like off and on all year long because it lives in the greenhouse. So I just keep them here because I like to see blooms all the time. But I noticed another one coming out, and it's so cute. I've showed you guys the blooms. There's pictures on my Facebook page, and it just looks like a little lifesaver. It's the coolest thing ever. And that's another one I want to show you guys. A pretty color. It's like a rusty color. Isn't that neat? I thought it was neat. Okay. So he gave me some starts to put in here. This is my little succulent box. It's got river sand. So we just clipped some things off and threw them in here. So I need a whole bunch more. I used to order like cuttings offline, and I may do that because you can get like a whole bulk of them for a low price and then just let them grow. Now, of course, sometimes succulent cuttings can be slow, especially leaves and stuff like that. It can take forever to have a little cup like form into a big succulent. It just depends on the species and everything, but I just keep them there and they're no fuss, so let them go. Got another bromeliad from him yesterday. That one is really pretty. One of these. Another bromeliad. These are kind of shade plants, so I keep them over here. That one, I just love that color. Every time I walk by here, it's just so striking. And this is a Clematis. I've got to get this outside and plant it. I think I'm going to plant it with my other one out here. That way, if it's a different color or a different kind, I could have 2 of them like intertwined together, which would be really cool. Now y'all check out my little flowers over here. These have bloomed non-stop since last spring when I got them. Because they live in the greenhouse, I guess they don't quit flowering. They're annuals, but in here it's, you know, summer year round. Alright, so I'm gonna go to my raised bed garden and we're gonna look at my hummingbird vine. So I told y'all I transplanted some stuff last week and 2 of them just looked very puny. Didn't have a whole lot of faith that they were actually gonna make it, but I don't know. I think they're looking okay. So the one that was like in the worst shape was this one right here. But if you've noticed, it is getting a little bloom on it. So maybe these will just die off and it'll kind of regenerate, I hope. But all my other ones look really good, and there's 2 different varieties as you can see. But I hope they grow and grow quickly because I'm impatient. Now, that word impatient, I'll show you guys what I mean, why I'm impatient. So I planted zinnias out here and I gave up all hope because it was like they stayed the same little size for what appeared to me as forever, but it really wasn't forever. So I was like, I told Mom, I was like, I don't think they're gonna live. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. They're not gonna grow and they're gonna die. But in the last 2 weeks, they have grown massively. And so even got to the point where I took a new seed packet and I come out here and I just threw a bunch of seeds out here. So now like they're springing up everywhere. And I'm not gonna like pull them out and make them space like what it says on the back of the seed pack. I'm just gonna let them grow wild and natural and see how they do. I don't know, the seed packet may say like every 6 inches or more. Actually, I don't remember. But I'm gonna let these just fill out in here and be beautiful. Little buds are already starting to form. We're gonna have flowers soon. There's my massive sunflowers. I can literally see them from my French doors in my bedroom. They're like eye level. It's so cool. Now I did the same thing, guys, with my cosmos. Gave up all hope and said they were terrible and they were not doing anything and spindly and wouldn't fill out. And as you guys can see, they are filling out and growing nicely. So, I'm too impatient. Now, I threw other seeds in here because when I lost hope and everything. And I don't know what that is, but it's coming up. And I have a lot of tomatoes coming up. Some of them I'm pulling, which is really difficult for me to do. I hate pulling tomatoes, but I have so many everywhere. So I have transplanted a few of these actually, because I was hoping they were the cherry tomatoes that I had growing here last year. So I put some in that bed over there. And then I've got cosmos here and whatever else I threw in my moment of franticness saying, I'm not gonna have any flowers out here. So there's all kinds of stuff mixed in this year. It's just gonna be a big old surprise. All right, let's go to the garden and see what it's doing. Well, before I go down there, I'll show you guys my sunflower row. So this was originally going to be all sunflowers, but last year I had zinnias and I threw out wildflower packs and all that stuff is reseeding, so it's not just going to be sunflowers. And look at this thing. Look at that. That is the coolest little wildflower. So beautiful. My first zinnia to bloom. That's a little short one too. So here's my row of tomatoes. Now, I planted these 3 feet apart. Should have done it more. I thought 3 feet is gonna be enough. Well, they're gonna grow and fill out and I'm gonna have a hard time walking through the middle of them. I'm gonna have green legs. So, next year, I think I might even double it. I might even do 6 feet apart because they grow 2 feet, and then you have maybe a couple feet in the middle, maybe. But because I do have these cattle panels, I am going to be able to kind of corral them to the fence. So I may have a little bit of a row. I may not. We'll see. I don't know, but they're looking good. Look how big they are. I mean, they just grow leaps and bounds every day. Covered in little blooms. Gonna have tomatoes soon. Look how big those squash are. Look at my row of squash. Row of beans. Look at my potatoes. They're beautiful, and all that corn. Everything's looking really nice. I'm very thankful. Some cucumbers. I put them on the last row so they can kind of run down here. Hey, chickens. Oh, walked down the hole. You guys, the garden's growing so fast. Are y'all enjoying watching the garden grow? I know, me too. Hey there, Luke. Luke the little Roo. He's so pretty. Let's go in here and look at him. See how pretty he is. Guys, he's a pretty Cochin Bantam. She escaped one day last week. Found her in the garden. Hey there, Betty. Betty. Look at the blooms on the potatoes. Little flowers. Isn't that pretty? All right, y'all, I gotta come out here and water later. But it is hot as blue blazes right now, so I'm not gonna do it now. I'm gonna head in for a little bit. But I hope you guys are having a blessed Sunday, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Fish feeding time. Now I gotta clean out my fish tank so I can get some fertilizer. I may do that tomorrow.